Swadount Dios is what we say in our home communities. Swadount Dios, Swadount Dios, Swadount Dios, Swadount Dios, Swadount Dios. Swadount Dios translates to lend me your ears. We're pivoting here from the program. We're still waiting for lunch, and the chefs want lunch to be perfect for you in regards to your enjoying that meal. So we are going to go ahead and move forward in regards to introducing Ben Covington. Cutshells is the grandson of Scalia Pauline Hilaire. As a young boy, Ben was part of the opening of the Skoogwealt House of Welcome, which prior to 1997 was known simply as the Longhouse Center. Ben has led the Lummi Group Setting Sun Dancers for many years. He brings forward the honoring of his family in representing the beautiful cultures of Lummi people, and reminds us all that we are all connected to the work of our ancestors and future ancestors, reaching out to the next generations. Pauline Hilaire was one of the original pillars of the Longhouse. Pauline brought wisdom, tough love, and commitment to the project. Ben carries on her legacy in the most honorable way. Join me in one heart, one mind, and one spirit in welcoming Ben Covington and the Lummi family.
name is Benjamin Covington. Benjamin Joseph Hilaire. That name is very strong in the Hilaire family. So I say that as our spirits are awake right now, to honor my ancestors before me, to honor all the beautiful ancestors that are here, that have been here. So say thank you. Our relatives, you can be here. Oops. Thank you, relatives. Again, I want to introduce myself. My name is Benjamin Covington. I come from the Hazelwood family. I come from the Hazelwood family. From the northern side here, the Lummi Nation. The Lummi Nation. All my relatives here that have gone up and spoke. Thank you to all of you. For all the relatives that have got up and sang. I say thank you for sharing your breath of life with us. For sharing your breath with these beautiful relatives that take care of us here. These beautiful relatives that are always taking care of us. We gotta thank our relatives here. The cedar that's on these pillars here. Say thank you. Thank you for sharing your breath of life with us. See ya. See ya. Hey, relatives, there's work going on the floor right now. There's work going on the floor. I'm the relatives. Again, my relatives, my beloved relatives, thank you for honoring our ancestors here. Thank you for honoring your ancestors. Thank you for honoring all the beautiful people that have made this happen. Thank you for honoring all that hard work, all the sacrifice that those before us put in so that we can be here today. Thank you for taking time out your lives right now to be here, to laugh with us, to cry with us, to feel our salit, our spirit, to feed our spirit, not only in the food, but in this song and in the sharing of relatives, making new relatives, making new friends. Thank you for being here. My family history, I come from the Covington family from Colville. My late grandfather, Edward Covington, out of Little Nispelem. My mother, Hate the Wit La. Hate the Wit is the female version of Hate the Luck. Hate the Luck. Deborah Lynn Covington, Paul. She married the Paul out of the Lummi Nation there. My grandmother, my late grandmother, Scala. My grandmother spent a lot of time here. A lot of time with my beloved relative here, Colleen Jolly, Rebecca Chamberlain, Pat Rasmussen, all the faculty from Evergreen. My late grandmother, Scala, of their killer whale. You know, my late grand aunt, Mary Ellen Hilaire. You know, in my home, their paintings are on our wall. You know, always, first time I come into my house, I see them right there. You know, always remembering them. the strength that they had, the strength that they carried, the dream, the love that they carried. If they didn't have love in their heart, all these ones here in this college here wouldn't acknowledge that. All that love that they had in their heart, and all the others that had shared that love to make this happen here. To make this happen here. You know, the relatives before me that got up and were recognized. You know, I want to acknowledge. We look around at this longhouse, no matter where you go, all over Turtle Island. You look at the longhouses throughout our people. You see these pillars here? You see these pillars? You need multiple pillars to carry that roof, to shelter us, to protect us. There's not one. There's not one pillar. There's not one nation. There's not one person. Just like our relative here said earlier, we all share this. We all share this breath of life. We all share this breath of life, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to think about all the education that takes place under this roof here since the time that it began. All the beautiful students and all the faculty that put into all the events that happen here. Tomorrow they're going to have they're going to acknowledge the basket weavers. You know, all the different other classes, the degrees that have happened here. You know, we say thank you to them. 30 years. It's a long time. So I say thank you to each and every person from the time that we opened these doors. I was here when, as a little boy, just like that one there. I was here as a little boy when we opened these doors here. We opened these doors and we came in and we sang these songs. The song I just sang, Hate to Luck Entrance. Beautiful spirit here. Beautiful spirit. She's fine. That's what it's about right here. That's what it's about. My relatives, this beautiful little life right here. That's what we do this for. Everything that we do. The dances, like everything. Our careers, our degrees.
Thank you, Grandma.
Right here. See ya. That's exactly what we do this for, is for that future generation. I say thank you to my elders here that are here. Thank you, elders. Thank you, all my elders here. I share this time with my elders of the Lummi Nation here. I share my time with her. Always important for us to travel with our elders. I invited our elder Loretta Olson. She's 93 years old. You know, she couldn't make it. Her daughter is here. Her great-grandson is here. You know, we travel as the Setting Sun dance group. And I don't do this very often. I don't this here, all my family here, I don't do this very often. There's one other time that I did this. It was my grandmother, my late grandmother, she wrote 4 books. And they were awarded the Max Lomax Award in Washington, D.C. And my grandmother wasn't able to travel to share like this. So I took my family to Washington, D.C. for her. And I stood up for my grandmother. You know, that's the only other time that I've done this here. You know, and I will never say no to my relatives here in Evergreen State College. This one here is Colleen. She raised me. She raised me. You're going to hear from my family here, the stories that we share here. before all of this happened, you're going to hear from my family here. You're going to hear them, all the stories that happened in the camps next door with my late great-grandmother, Mary Ellen. You know. So again, I say thank you, relatives, for everything that you do. Thank you. I'm trying, I'm young. I'm young. I'm trying to, when it comes time, that I take my place amongst them. These pillars that we gather here for. So I love you, each and every one of you. We're gonna open our mic up to my sister. She carries my grandmother's name, Scala. So I'm gonna open the mic up to my sister. We're gonna acknowledge the oldest of our family. She's not able to be here right now. Audrey Chacon Hilaire. She's gonna read remarks from our aunt here.
Open it up, please. Hashkasiam, Naschalasiam, Ohila Kankwalsiam. Welcome, everybody. I'm Yasha Hilaire, one of Pauline Hilaire's granddaughters. I do carry her name, Scala, proudly. There's a lot of energy in this room today, a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, and most of all, is so happy. I can feel the happiness of grandmother, Pauline Scala Hilaire, and our great aunt, Mary Ellen Hilaire. So thank you everybody for being present. And pretty soon, we're gonna be eating just like my granddaughter here. She's like, I'm hungry, Mimi. So we're gonna get to that food. But first, gonna share some words, like my brother said, from our aunt, Audrey Chacon. Could not be present today, but she is definitely in spirit. Okay. Whew. So these are the words of my Aunt Audrey. As Mary Ellen Hilaire's niece, I was privileged to accompany her to many meetings and events to kick off the formation of the Native American Studies program at Evergreen. The program was to be amongst the first of its kind, giving Native Americans a culturally appropriate place to learn, to grow, and to immerse themselves in their customs, traditions, and heritage. Her program vision also included this longhouse, giving insight to how things were and how things should be for many years to come. With the help of many family members, highly respected elders, scholars of many backgrounds, and eager students. This vision became a reality. Many helped to build the foundation of what we're here to celebrate. I found this quote from an interview with Aunt Mary. I believe it encapsulates her thoughts, her vision, her thought process, and the reason for her success rather well. So Aunt Mary asked, what is it that you can do best that's beyond your ability to accomplish and will actually incite someone else to do good works? I think it's imperative as we think of our priorities that we see the human potentiality, how to discover it, how to use it as constructively as possible, so that all, not just one, not just selected few, but all have the kind of opportunity that will allow them to express all the humanity that is in them to articulate. And I think it is during this kind of season when we actually set up in our individual minds what are priorities of life. How are you going to secure the preparation for the kinds of situations that through you and beyond you, all people will have a better life and have a better means of establishing a lifestyle, that we will still be alive as human beings. On behalf of our family, Haishka, thank you for joining us in this celebration. Audrey Chacon, quote.
My grandmother, she raised us to always respect education. And her daughter Audrey, she fully encapsulated that. She bachelor's, master's, doctorates, you know. So I have to acknowledge that education on behalf of her, of my grandmother, her mother. You know. So relatives, we're gonna sing some more songs for you. And these songs pass down through generation to generation. These songs are a version of me. Now, our relative here from the Jefferson family, he's going to recognize these songs. Some of you might recognize these songs. These songs are generational. Again, you know, relatives, I know that we all know this, that we don't own these songs. We carry them. We carry them for the future generations. We carry them so that our salit, our spirit, may live on 30 more years. Before I came here, I explained this to most of them are all my sons here. I have 7 boys, young men. They're not boys anymore. You know, and I explained this to my relatives here, my sons, that I want them in 30 years to be doing this here. So my example for them, I'm trying to ensure that my example for them is strong. I want them to be here 30 years from now with your children and your grandchildren celebrating this way of life, this Chilengan way of life. We're going to acknowledge the spirit of our ancestors here. And in this song, it says, Echina, Echina. Oh man, this is not good. My heart aches. Echina, Swalisha, Echina. I don't see you. I don't see you. Echina, Swalisha. Awa Kanath. Where are you? I don't see you. I look to the stars and I remember who you are. My spirit. Your spirit. We're gonna honor these relatives here with these long beak. They're gonna open that spirit. They're gonna open that spirit door there for us. aunt, she always, they didn't like this here, the mic, the technology, you know. They always wanted to look in your eyes. They always wanted to share this time, this true time with each and every one of you. This is why I use the entire floor. This is why I'm using the entire floor. I'm asking my relatives to hear my voice. The other side here, asking my Aunt Mary Hilaire to hear my voice. I want our dancers, I want our beloved ones here to share this time with each and every one of you. Each and every one of you here. From the front to all the way to in the longhouse. What side is the front? The longhouse. You know? This is a longhouse, and I've seen a lot of people come in here and share song and dance. Bruce Miller, he came in here and he did a lot more than what we're doing here. He did a lot more. He brought these pillars to life. Yeah, my grandmother, my other relatives, all these other relatives. Bruce Miller, he came in here and he truly did some work here. These grounds are sacred because of that work. You know, I truly believe that. Without those open doors, when our ancestors opened those doors, those spiritual doors, that's what helped all of this continue. That's what helped all of this continue when our ancestors, all of them, not just the ones that I speak of, but the ones you know of, the ones that were set up there. When they opened those spiritual doors, that's what helps all of this continue into the future. It's strong. Together, we're all different nations here. We're all different nations. But we're stronger together. We're stronger together. This is my family. None of them there's some of them they just showed up here. I asked my family to come stand with us. I asked my family, the Olsen family, to come stand with us. Solomon family, Pauline Jolly. I asked my family, I ask all of you, you're in your own way during this time, say your prayers. Say your prayers for the next 30 years. You know, a lot of our ancestors, a lot of our elders say 7 generations. Say our prayers right now, before we break bread, before we eat we feed our salit, our spirit. Say that prayer for the next 30 years, so that we can have this beautiful place to come to, so that our generations, our relatives can come here and become educated, get that paper, so that they can uplift our communities at home, so that they can bring this education that they find here to wherever they reside, their communities. You know. So this next song we're going to share with you, I sing it for this era right now, 2024, 2025. There's a lot going on in Turtle Island. There's a lot going on out there. There's so many that are suffering unnecessarily. There's so many that are suffering unnecessarily. All because of, I don't want to say it in these pillars here. I want to bring good feeling. But I want to share this song and this dance with you, my beloved. It's the terrible beast. This terrible beast, the creation story says this terrible beast is much like the Lakota call him the Heyoka. much like the Kootenai call him, the blue jay. You know, this terrible beast. He's never been caught. He's never been killed. He's never been truly seen. This terrible beast. He lives within us. He could be any one of us here. This mic man here, woman. That could be that spirit. I'm not joking. You know, relatives. This terrible beast was called sometimes to come help the people. Come help the people survive famine, survive genocide, survive whatever is going on in their community. This terrible beast. Sometimes the terrible beast would come in and take so much, half the tribe gone. You know. Sometimes the terrible beast come in and take half that mountain there. It's gone. This terrible beast is the medicine for the people. The medicine that we need. It's hard, but as human beings, we need our relatives. We need the spirit of the cedar. We need the spirit of the deer. We need the spirit of the eagle to survive. Left up to us, you see how it is out there. So we always call upon our relatives for help. All these songs that we sing, all the songs that we sing come from our relatives before us. Most of the time they're from the four-legged, or they're from the mountains, they're from the waters. So with this song, I'm asking for healing for the people. Listen.
Hello, my name is Quitaquawit, and I'm from Lummi. I am one of Frank Hilaire's descendants. I was raised by his daughter, and her name was Delphine Hilaire Tom. And I moved back home to my tribe in 1974, and my grandmother groomed me to make regalia for our community and for our people. And for some reason, right after she passed away, this beautiful lady walked into my office when I worked at the Opportunity Council. And she looked down at me I was sitting down and she was standing up. And she was tall, but she held this beautiful resemblance to my grandmother. And I asked her, "Are you a Hilaire?" And she just smiled so humbly. And she took me under her wing. So when you see me trembling with tears in my heart, hearing the songs, I used to be her lead choreographer from 1987 to 1994. So these songs are really, yeah. And standing here where her and Auntie Mary Ellen were is beautiful. You know, normally I don't come out. I don't come out. I'm not out here to be in the front line, but I wanted to acknowledge these two beautiful women. You know, my Aunt Pauline took me under her wings. Then she took Aunt Tally and had her put me under her wings. And then Auntie Margaret Green had her put me under their wings. I had so many beautiful elders grooming me that I can't acknowledge them enough. You know, Margaret Pierre, Nellie Todd, Wilma Olson, Norma Solomon. The list goes on. Carol Reed from Nooksack. Beautiful women. And it's so sad to have to stand here and feel like I'm alone, but I feel them right here with me, holding me up and telling me. I told him anytime he needs me, I'll come. And that's the only time. But I wanted to thank you so much for acknowledging these two beautiful ladies. I went to college and I got my Associate of Arts and Transfer degree, my Associate of Arts in Chemical Dependency, and then my Bachelor's in Education. And then I decided to stop and raise children. My daughter asked me to co-parent 7 boys, so yeah. But I thank you for this day. I thank you for this celebration. And I'm grateful to be here. It just lifts my heart to hear those songs again. It's like, you don't think you can get up, but then they bring us back up. Our elders bring us back up. So thank you for acknowledging them.
Yes.
My name is Philip Hilaire, the son of Violet and Henry Hilaire, grandson of Richard and Zita Hilaire, great-grandson of Haytaluk and Agnes Hilaire. And when I was growing up in the 70s, my mom used to talk about Auntie Mary Helen. And she used to tell everybody about how great she was and how she went through college and got her degrees and how she was lifting our community through this beautiful place. And so I don't think I ever got to meet Auntie Mary Helen, but I just know that my mother spoke of her many, many times to a lot of different folks. And education is so important because it's the only way we're going to get them to understand us understand who we are. And Hate to Luck songs were the songs that help people understand us about the animals and the mountains and the rivers and the land. Everything here is important. There's nothing better than anything out, nothing better than each other. Everything's very important. So again, just wanted to say hi, Shikasiam. Thank you.
Now Siam, the son of Snat Kokot, the son of Snat Dan Friday. I'm the grandnephew of Mary Ellen Hilaire, Hetuit. I've learned a lot in this longhouse from a lot of you people here. I don't know all of you here, but I recognize a lot of faces here. And I'm really honored to share this space with you. For the Mish people, Lahakta people, Chishush Wahalitsan, Siam, all the people here from the Salish Sea area. Happy to be standing with my cousin Ben. Siam. And just think that we all sort of stand on the shoulders of our ancestors and the people ahead of us. And I watched my grandmother graduate here. I watched my aunties graduate here. I watched my sister graduate here at the Native Pathway program here. And this is the path that they left for us to follow. And I'm really honored to be here with you all today. I can only speak for myself, but I really love coming here and seeing all you guys. And Haishkasiam. Friends and relatives, following our way of life, the path that was set before us by our elders, the faculty, everybody here that's working in the kitchen and all that set the table, wants to acknowledge our relatives, wants to acknowledge the pillars of this longhouse here. And in doing so, they've set the plate, they set the table for our relatives. Our relatives here, they got plates for them. They're gonna feed the spirit of all these pillars that we talk about. There's a lot more. There's only probably about a dozen plates there. But there's a lot more pillars. Lynn Dennis, pillar. All of our relatives here. We all, in our hearts, pillar our elders. You know. So with that, we're gonna name these plates. The Longhouse is gonna acknowledge and feed our ancestors. Listen. Here we go. Got Mike? Do you know your plate's name? So be it. So be it. See ya. So be it. So be it. See ya. So be it. See ya. Friends and relatives, we set this food aside for you, asking to share the table of the beloved ones here today. So be it. So be it. Please. Mary Ellen. Friends and relatives, we're calling forth our beloved Mary Ellen Hilaire. Mary Ellen Hilaire, asking you to share this food with us today. Peace. Yeah.
See you later.
Friends and relatives, see you Lockwood, calling you, asking you to share the table with our friends and relatives here today at the House of Welcome. See you Lockwood? Hey, see ya.
He's okay.
Friends and relatives, Hazel P, Hazel P, Hazel P, Hazel P. See, I'm asking you to come forward and share this food with the friends and relatives here today. See, Asim.
Joan Carpenter.
Friends and relatives, Joan Carpenter, asking you to share this table with us today. Asim.
Can you ask for Stoy to come back here? Stoy to,
Stoy,
tell him come here.
Stoy, asking you to return to the plate, Siam. Stoy, asking you to return to the plate, Siam. Can somebody let him know? Denicio. Wana.
We have another holder. Is Jack George, asking Jack George to come.
Jack George. Oh, hold on. Come here. Right here.
Does your mom have?
Joan Carpenter, McDiddleton,
Okay, mom.
Pamela Hammond, McDiddleton.
Midilton, Siam.
Midilton.
Asking you to share the table with us today, Siam. Siam.
Did you say her name's Pamela?
Pamela.
Hammond.
Siam.
Jack.
Scholar.
It's Jack.
Jack.
Is Scholar one of these?
Pauline Miller. That was the 8th one. We're gonna do for everybody. Yeah.
Paul Wichakpe, Ria, Yana. Paul
Yeah.
Wichakpe, Ria, Yana, Diana Marcelli,
Ampo, Wichakpe, Wia.
Yana.
Akpo, Wichakpe, Wia, Yana. Star female. Ampo, Wichakpe, Wia, Yana. Asking you to share the table with us today, Siam. Siam.
This is for everyone that wasn't called, that's part of this work and part of this community, part of this Evergreen Longhouse.
Now, Siam, Sue Hilik, asking all the relatives on the other side, all of your relatives, all the names, you say them right now. You say them right now in your mind, in your hearts. This plate here is for them. This plate here is for your ancestors. We're praying for them. You say them in your hearts right now. Scarlet. Asian. Asian. Friends and relatives, thank you. Thank you for your prayer. Thank you for your time. I pray that my time here, my time with you has been beautiful. I am a person of prayer. I was raised in the longhouse. I go dance in the different way of life. I carry chalupa. So I know my family. I know my family, my Sundance family. We're gonna be praying for all of you. We always have. Even though I haven't been here in physical being, I know, I hear up north, I hear everything. All the beautiful things that happen here. All the Hilaire relatives that have come in here and got degrees here. So I know that all of our prayers, their spirit is carrying on. So with this, I'm going to say, until we see again, until we meet again, farewell, farewell, my beloved. I do have one request, though. My relative that's going to Hawaii, can I go with you? I'm joking. I have a lot of respect for our Polynesian. We're also Polynesian here too. You know, Grandma took us over there. You know, part of what they're teaching is that, and we share the same thing. You know, our breath is so sacred. You know, they use that flute. You know, they also sometimes in their traditions they'll use their nose to make that music rather than their mouth. Because the mouth, they say that over there, they said that our mouth can be used for other things, you know. When they use their nose, really sacred. I hope. All right, relatives, I love you. Peace. Hold up. We're gonna one more. Put your base down. Yep, we're good. Oh, oh,
1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Thank you, Ben. Thank you very much. It was a wonderful, wonderful performance. Well, lunch is ready, people. So if you don't mind getting in line, take turns getting in line and help serving yourself. We have several waiters here. The kids from the college are going to help those elders that would rather be waited on. If you can raise your hand so that the kids can find you, and we'd like you to enjoy your lunch. Thank you. Did everybody hear me? Oh, lunch is served. Thank you, Ben. Thank you for doing a wonderful job. It was great. Your grandmother would be proud of you. She said, yes, for those elders that can stand in line, we'd like for you to come up and eat first. And for those of you that would rather be waited on, we have waiters set aside just for you. You just need to raise your hand. And for the rest of us young people, we'll just wait our turn. Thank you.